Okay, so this is the first simulation we're going to do with mark and recapture. This is a little easier than the other one. I'm going to do medium, medium, small. You'll be doing large, large, medium. Pretty simple. It's mark and recapture. So first we need to mark some. I'm going to go ahead and dip my net in 3 times. You'll be doing this fewer times, maybe once or twice. Just read the Google Doc. And it's my 3rd time. And now my goal is to mark them. Now I have to mark 9 of them. So this will become my big M. So just let me go ahead and mark all 9 of them. All right. And the simulation will keep track for me. So once I do that, I release them back into the population, wait a couple days, I come back, and then I dip my net in again. Basically, same number of times. Now, you don't have to catch 9 again. Okay, you don't have to catch 9. Whatever you catch the second time, that will become your little n. Now, little n is the total in the bucket. So in this case, it's 3. My big M was 9, so it's going to be 3 times 9 divided by how many are marked. And in this case, the number marked is 1. So 1 inside the bucket. So we do this a few times. Every time you run an experiment, you usually want to do more than 1 trial. So I'm going to go ahead and release these. And you don't do anything to them. You don't take out the marked ones or separate this. Like, you just release them back into the wild, let them do their thing, and then go back and dip your net in again. And then you do it again. Now, this is a great example of like science being unpredictable. You don't have any marked. So like down over here, so big M is still 9 because that's how many we marked. There's 7 in the bucket, and then there's 0. When you run this on your calculator, it's going to give you an error. So just go ahead and put E. Normally when this happens, one of 2 things. Either we just scratch that trial and redo it. So I would, 1, 2, 3, and then I would run it. If it happens again, that means that the population is really large and I probably need to start over. So I need to put in a new mark and start all over again. When you use large, large, and medium, you won't run into this issue. The other simulation you're going to have to run is with gophers. So here's the gopher simulation. So I'm going to change mine to medium. You'll have it on large. Both of us will have it on random. Trap experience will be neutral. Number of traps will be 4. And then the trap time, make sure you put is 2 hours. This tells you when the trap is going to open and close. Now, what I do want you to do is I want you to move these traps around. So, start off with trap number 1. Don't really care where you put it. Just make it random. Just take a look with, one of your group members. Just make sure you're not putting them all in the same location. Don't do 4 corners. That's kind of like, eh. So I'll put this one. I wish it was kind of sort of drag and drop, but it's not. And then I'll move trap 4. And again, you don't have to move where I'm moving. I'm just, again, somewhere randomish. All right, cool. So once you have it there, we haven't done anything yet. So we're going to go ahead and click open. And this, you'll see this will run for 2 hours and then it'll shut. Okay, there we go. So it's shut. So now I want to mark vols. Okay, so I've marked all the ones inside of the boxes. Notice how they're still in there. They're trapped. So how many do we have that are marked? 27, because that's how many we caught the first time. So our big M will always be 27 for this simulation. Okay, we are never going to mark vols again. If you mark them, it's going to cause problems. So let's go ahead and open it. And then we're going to let them loose for a little bit. Oops, I got to release the vols. There you go. So release the vols. They're going to mix into the population. And then we'll open the crates up again. It'll run for 2 hours and then shut. Okay. Again, we are not going to mark them. Okay. So now there's 29. 5 of them are marked. So our big M originally was 27 times how many did we catch the second time? Times 29. So 27 times 29 divided by how many are marked the second time. And we caught 5 of them that were marked. So it would be 27 times 29 divided by 5. and then it gives us an estimated population size. So it'll give us an estimated population size of like 150 something or other. I don't know what it is. Then we do it again. Let's release the voles. Okay. We're going to open up the traps. They're going to stay open for 2 hours, and then they'll shut, and then we'll do it again. All right, there we go. They're shut. So, okay. Total marked, 27, never changes. How many are marked the second time? 8 goes as this one. How many are in the traps right now? 24. So it's 27 times 24 divided by 8. Okay, we'll release the voles. But again, you have to run multiple trials on this just to make, because if you do it once, then something weird might have happened. So you want to run multiple trials. In this case, we're going to run 4 separate trials, and then we're going to get an average number. So let's go ahead and open these up again. Again, just let it run for 2 hours. Like I said, it'll do its 2-hour thing. It'll close. Okay, get your data. Release the voles. Open them up and do it again. Oh, I didn't notice it actually gives you the population size right here. Or estimated population size. Because there should be 100 of them. There should be 100, but it's not going to be 100 every single time. Like this says the estimated population size is, let's just say 66, and that's way off.